But Agatha All Along apparently has been gay all along. Who knew?
Marvel is promoting their next upcoming series, Agatha All Along. It's had like 5 different titles. It's really hard to keep track of what it's called, what it's about, but they just let us know. They clarified for everyone that what it's about doesn't matter. The plot doesn't matter. It's their gayest project ever released to date, and that's why
gay.
You should watch it. It's just gay, 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 gay. And it's not even Pride Month. They're going the exact same marketing route as The Acolyte. I think you'll recall Leslie Headland and Amanda Stenberg saying that
This ain't gonna be good, guys. This is not gonna be good. This show ain't gonna be good. It's literally gonna be like The Acolyte, where they're gonna be saying that it's the greatest thing ever, while at the same time nobody's watching it.
The Acolyte is the gayest Star Wars ever made as a selling point.
The problem
instead
is that
of talking about, the story.
Agatha went viral like 2 years ago from the song Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how long 2 years is in internet time where this went viral?
Yeah.
You might as well have been 4 score.
Yeah, most people don't even remember that Agatha was in WandaVision.
4 and 7 controversies ago.
But
this is a lifetime.
But the strike, Brett. Yeah. They needed extra time.
This is the comment from Jack Schaefer, who has confirmed that the series Agatha All Along is openly queer. This is the quote. It says, "There is an enormous overlap between the history and persecution of witches and that of the LGBTQ community. Just as that there..."
What? Excuse me? What? No. No, there isn't.
There's a lot of intersection between the queer community and the horror genre, so it was a very natural fit for there to be queer representation in the show. What I wanted somebody to do, so we've got like 7 interviews of people where they keep asking this question. We need somebody to cut together a thing where a guy goes like, "So what's the story?" And it cuts to one person talking about this. Who's the best character? And it cuts to something about this.
So everyone in this 7-person ensemble cast is a woman, except for one gay man.
Here's the screenshot that I made last night if you're looking for...
So it's all women.
Like a list of the quotes that have nothing to do with the show and everything to do with the representation.
Aubrey Plaza talks about her chemistry with Catherine Hahn in the show, saying it will be a gay explosion at the end.
Okay, okay. Witches are queer inherently, just because we are outcast and set aside for many reasons. No, you are not. Witches were deemed to be witches when they were not, and they were killed for it. I don't see any gay people being killed for being gay. And also, it's insane. I don't see any gay people being killed for being called gay when they're not gay, because that's what happened to witches. It wasn't that they were witches and were killed for being witches. It's that they were not witches and were killed for being witches. Fucking ridiculous, man.
And
yep,
Catherine Hahn herself says she reacts to Agatha All Along being called the gayest Marvel project to date, saying, "What's the most exciting thing about it is that it's not exactly what it's about. It's so normalized."
I mean, that could be...
I don't know what that...
It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. It's not what it's about. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, what she's saying is that it's not portrayed as special or unique in that respect, which could be a good thing. Like if they're not like coming out and focusing on it the whole time in the show, saying like, "Hey, look at that character, they're LGBTQ," and it's just a fact of the show. But then that's how it should have been.
Some massive benefit of the doubt here.
You know me, I like to give them the benefit of the doubt. But
Sarah Halley Finn talks about casting Joe Locke in the show and wanting someone queer to play that specific role. Quote, "We did want to cast that role authentically. Joe did an..."
This show's not for you. Yeah, it's not for me, and it's not for anybody else. Nobody's gonna watch this show, and then they're gonna complain and say that it's our fault that it's failing.
Incredible audition. And then Sashir Zamata talks about representation in Agatha All Along, obviously the most important factor. Quotes, "Witches are queer inherently, just because we are outcasts and set aside for so many reasons.
I actually took it. This was like very, very different for me to actually take the time to respond to that. Like, I don't usually post about stuff like this on Twitter, but I responded to this last night and I said, look, it was well understood by the majority of the population for a long time that feeling like an outcast is pretty much a universal human trait. Everyone feels like an outcast at some time or another. And to turn it into some type of identity, politics-laden story, not my...
Yeah, and millionaires who are actors in some of the biggest budget movies and shows are not outcasts, by the way.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
Thank you, guys.
We have tonal issues. I actually kind of hate the idea that feeling like an outcast now has something to do with your sexual orientation or your gender identity. Because 20 years ago, you know what they would do? They would call that being a teenager.
Yeah.
Or hitting puberty, or any number of things. Being an adult who doesn't play, your friends like sports and you don't. There's a million things that can make you feel like an outcast. Not any of that has to do implicit or explicitly with your sexuality or your gender identity or any of that stuff. You're actually limiting your reach by saying that.
But here's the thing. Nothing you say as a straight cis white male actually matters.
Yeah,
because there is a critical race theory or gender ideology explanation for every single situation you could possibly bring up where you may have felt like an outcast.
Yeah.
You felt like an outcast on the playground because of the patriarchal
I feel like I'm an outcast for being a straight white male.
hierarchy that was being
I guess for me, it would be like the average height for an American male is 5'9". As somebody who's only 5'5", I feel like an outcast most places I go because I'm not as tall as everyone. Where's my award?
well, that's actually patriarchal. So
okay.
you're gonna need to go back and learn and listen
Learn
and,
and
grow
grow.
and do better. Before you try to pretend that there are universal experiences between human beings. That's not a thing.
Here's the thing. I will give them a little bit more credit and a little bit more context. These weren't the only interview clips that came out. They talked about other aspects of the show, but these were the ones that got the most traction. They're the most interesting.
They know what sells.
The most interesting of any of this was the costume designer talked about like handcrafting all of the costumes themselves or whatever. And I thought that like focus on that. Like, what's the story?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's really weird that that's the thing that they focused on to handcraft. Like, it's awesome. Keep doing stuff like that. But, like, why was that the thing that you chose to be real?
Other than the fact that the story has something that's implicitly LGBTQ in the undertones, you need to grab more of the audience. And as we've learned with a lot of these shows,
It's not about the story. It's about the message.
they do not realize that this doesn't sell. Realize that this doesn't sell.
Oh my. One of the interviews, Ali An would want Chapel Roan to be in the second season of Agatha. That's great.
And that's not it. We have another statement.
Okay, wait. There's another one. Ali An says diversity in Agatha All Along. The point of it is not diversity, actually. It's just the world.
I mean, that's whatever. They're like halfway to a good idea there.
Wait, here. I'm going to send you the link to that clip, and we're going to really listen carefully and try to understand what the hell that means. Because I don't know.
Also,
genuinely don't know.
Season 2 is a bit presumptuous.
Oh, yeah, especially after what just happened with the Acolyte.
People of color, look at that poster
This show is not getting a season 2. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
right there. I mean, that's diversity.
It's yeah, and I also think, and what's cool is it's the point of it is not that actually. It's just the world, it's not like a whole storyline about, you know what I mean? It's just
she's making a point that
and I
actually
think
should resonate with people. She's just not making it very well. What she's saying is that it comes naturally in the story, and this is something that people who push back on this stuff say all the time. They're like, if it's natural, it's fine. She's just...
If it comes naturally in the story, why are you talking about it right now? Why are you trying to hype it up as it being about these gay witches? If it comes naturally, then why are you forcing it on us?
Actually, like, halfway to a good point without actually finding the words for it. I can empathize.
Well, because these people are kind of dumb.
But here's what undoes it, Mary. Here's what undoes it. Because then you get articles like this. This is what Marvel's looking for. This is what the Marvel fans want, ladies and gentlemen. Because Cinema Blend pointed out to Catherine Hahn.
What?
She is the first person to say... Do we want to say this?
You say it.
Catherine Hahn is the first person to say, "Eat my ass" on Disney Plus.
What an accomplishment, ladies and gentlemen. What an accomplishment. We've done it.
These are the little things that Marvel fans are looking for, guys. They don't want cool fight scenes. They don't want to hear about your superpowers. They want to hear about tossing salad in their Marvel shows. They figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. I can already see the money truck.
Everything's based on sexual deviancy. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm doing instead of watching movies now. It's just watching people talk about how shit they are.
Backing
yes. True Marvel fans. The true Marvel fans want bisexual lighting, witchcraft, and tossed salad. That's what they want.
That's exactly it.
And if you disagree, I'm sorry, you were never no true Scotsman. You were never a true Marvel fan, and you're a bigot. Yeah.
I'm all of those things, actually. I was never a true Marvel fan, and apparently I'm a bigot.
No.
Marvel sucks.
I think you're just going to have to go to the re-education camp.
By the way, Marvel has always sucked. It has not been Marvel who makes these great movies. It's the people who are involved with Marvel. Most of the movies that have come from Marvel throughout time have been garbage. There's like 10 that aren't. Legit. Count them on your hand. I bet you couldn't even think of 10.
Yeah.
But like, why? Why is that? It's just, I don't know. It's not even the vulgarity of it. It's honestly just, it's like outdated vulgarity.
It's Reddit vulgarity.
It feels like Reddit vulgarity that they're just kind of throwing in there so that it will go viral on TikTok as a TikTok sound.
I can already tell you what's going to piss them off. Here's the thing, guys. If Deadpool said it, it would be funny and people would like it. When she says it, they won't find it funny. No one will like it.
I disagree. If Deadpool said it, it wouldn't be funny. And guess what? That's why Deadpool ain't gonna be saying that. He can come up with better whips, better swear words than that.
Just like when Deadpool dances while murdering a bunch of people in Deadpool and Wolverine, and people love it. And then when She-Hulk twerks and everybody says it's lame, life isn't fair. One is funny, one isn't. I don't make the rules. Society makes the rules.
Yeah.
Well, society is wrong, apparently. They need to do better, according to Marvel.
Yeah. Catherine Hahn said right now is when the confetti should fall. I don't know why it's not. This is up there for me. Just a slight correction. It's "Eat my ass, Chief." That's what the quote is.
Okay.
Not that lightens it, but
That's amazing.
It's more specific. So you
History
can get
made.
excited for that line.
We're going to be telling this story about Marvel saying "eat my ass" on Disney to our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. And they're going to just be like, whoa, I can't believe that was a thing that happened back then. You couldn't say "eat my ass" on Disney?
I personally...
I'm saying that to my teacher in kindergarten.
I can't wait.
We're not reviewing this.
I can't wait. I'm gonna
like
love.
That needs to be said. I've had enough of lesbian space witches. So if we're downgrading to just lesbian witches,
there could be a fantastic crossover in the works if only the Acolyte hadn't cost $180 million.
Shucks.
Oh,
I wonder how much this movie costs. or show.
Shucks. All right. Look,
It should be a
I'm
movie.
interested. Chat, does anybody in the chat
It shouldn't exist.
have an interest in seeing this show?
Nope.
Again,
Is Elizabeth
think
Olsen in it at all?
I think somebody said that there could be a cameo. I'm not sure if she ends
Okay.
up in the show. But I do want to know is, does the show have a chance of doing good? Because Echo did not do
No.
the numbers that they wanted it to do.
It has zero chance. Even if the show was good, just because of the marketing of it being the gayest Marvel show, it's going to fail just because of that. Because most of the Marvel fans don't want that. Even a lot of the gay fans. Because they're just pandering. That's it. South Park was right. They put a chick in it and make it gay.
And in the song that made this show viral was 2 years ago now. I don't know if lesbian space.
I didn't even know there was a song. I don't think anybody knows that there was a song. I think only people that were on Twitter and Facebook know that there's a song.
Regular lesbian witches and tossing salad is
Lesbian
enough to
earth
bring this
witches.
one across the finish line. Maybe I'm wrong.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.
And I'm already done that. I'm subscribed. I don't think I've got the bell rang. I'm gonna ring the bell. I rang it. I hate Disney. I hate Marvel. Oh, I'm never watching another Marvel and Disney thing again unless it's like Ryan Reynolds or somebody else similar to that.